Hi everyone, this is Justin Aquino and I am going to show you how to use the Blender file that comes with the meme world generator to create rendered planets and later on 2D maps, icosahedron maps for your sci-fi game using the tools that comes with this book. Okay, so first off, we have to download Blender. So okay, so I'm on Windows and it detects I'm on Linux and it detects I'm on Linux, but it goes to um, it can uh, um, can be installed in all major operating systems. Um, call this. So first you have to install it. Now that you've installed it, you have to download the file that uh, will come with the book. So let me just show you the file. So in my Linux computer, you will get this version. Um, then of course, once it's installed, you can open with Blender. Okay. Um, you'll be greeted with this file, this planet, and this is the material. This is material nodes in Blender. So this is the planet. This is the default planet you begin with. Okay, first, you have to make a copy of this planet because you want a different planet. Okay, first is you have to be able to control your camera view. So if I press 0, I'm in normal view, viewport control, and then if I don't know if you can see my camera here. Okay, camera, there. So that's my camera looking into that planet. So I will press numpad 0 so that I can zoom into that planet. Okay, sorry, let me make that easier to see. So now, now that I'm zooming into this planet. To do that, to be able to control my view, control the camera, I have to go to these controls. Okay, so normally this is what you find. You can drag, and you can check these options. So you can click these options. So you're supposed to click view, and this is typically unlocked. So as soon as I change view, the camera disappears. I press 0, I go back to camera. I don't know if you can see my screen keys, and I have to lock the view. So now when I press shift middle mouse button, I can change view. So now okay, so that's first. Second is I have to change my preferences. So it's an you have to this is normally unchecked. You have to check this. What it does is every time you make a copy of a world, it makes a copy of that material. When it's unchecked, you make a copy of the world, they share the same material, so any changes you put on that material will reflect on that other world or the object that you copied from. So Windows capture. Okay. Okay, let's yeah. So okay, that's set up. Now if I click here, you'll see all the special functions of the world. The world's actually an icosphere. So basically it's a 20-sided die. What happens is we're using a modifier to temporarily, non-destructively add more faces to make it spherized. But when it exports its images, it exports its texture into a to an image file. It will keep the 20 sides, so you can export in 2D. But first, we'll cover like creating a custom planet. Now that I have to select the planet I'm gonna copy, and then there I'm selecting the planet. So I accidentally selected something else. Now I'm just gonna select the planet, and then I'm gonna use Shift D, and then I'm gonna move this planet. So I'm gonna move it a bit to the side. Then with middle mouse button and Shift, I'm gonna focus on that planet. So I'm gonna mouse scroll a bit, and okay, so this planet, I can make it bigger or smaller. Let's make it smaller. So I press S for scale. I can make it smaller or bigger. Maybe bigger is better. Okay. So I'll zoom out by scrolling out. And now that I've scrolled out, you'll notice that okay, so now let's change the planet. Everything here is in the material of the planet. So the material properties here. So this is atmosphere glow 3. This is atmosphere glow, so that means there's another planet here. I'll not cover it, but we can call this, we can change this name and call it new planet. New planet. Okay, so this is new planet. Now you can modify the terrain, you can modify the cloud patterns, and you can modify the glow. So we can reduce the glow. It's a lot about, you have to like learn to play with it. So let's reduce the glow a bit. Okay, anyway, and okay, let's just do the most common thing. Let's change the terrain. So this is the sea, this is the land. I don't know if you see it. So if I want the sea to be so I click on this. So now I'm editing the sea, the oceans of it. I can make it brighter, bluer, or darker. Let's go darker a bit. So like it's a very dark some chemical is making it very dark. Okay, how about this? Let's change the land from some irony land to maybe some let's yellowish. Yeah, let's make it yellowish. It's because it's make it weird. Okay, now that's the terrain colors. Now the noise, these continents, these are by playing around these sections. So we can call this we can so we can play with roughness and I think distortion, but you don't want too distorted, it'll look too weird. We can also work scale, make it like tiny or make it large continents. Let's make it larger, and then let's add more detail, maybe like, yeah, as well as add more call this more more yeah, more stuff in it. So it's really playing around with it. Okay, so it's really just playing around with it. The clouds, it works the same way. Cloud patterns work the same way. So notice I shift middle mouse button to drag. Okay, so now let's say I'm okay with this world. Let's say it's a super Earth with a silica core, super dense silica core. It's not iron, silica, but it's molten and it's spinning rapidly, creating creating a magnetic um, call this cover like Earth. Uh, let's render it. Okay, so let's get to the exciting part. So rendering is F12, as you can see here. Okay. So there is the planet. Um, it took 19 seconds to render with my 2 gigabyte RX 550 Radeon card. Of course, I can't really look at it at much detail. This is just a snapshot of it, and you can give this to your players, and later on you can export it to a 2D map, um, and you can further detail it as well as import the texture from the 2D map. Yeah. Anyway, so um, call this. If you like it, if you we're open to feedback. We're just trying to use the book to finance more improvements, more stuff, and if there's enough copies that sell, we'll directly invest it into the book. I'm just trying to create as many tools for world builders who want a certain level of detail, and they want to be able to try their hand in all these things. Um, okay, so yeah, tell us what you think. Um, sorry, this is just an amateur video. Um, call this, yeah, but we're open to feedback, and I hope you find this video helpful. Okay, thanks.